Good evening all. Welcome to week 9 of 2026, season number 2, and welcome to one of my favourite courses in the whole service, Watkins Glen. It's so good to see you all. I hope everyone's good, everyone is well. After watching NASCAR tear it up over the past weekend, specifically SVG, as Locke on the Twitch chat just said, who's going to do their best SVG impersonation tonight? Well, we'll have to see. But I hope everyone's good, everybody is well. Spinsies from Gataga on the Twitch side as well, and Husky Ninja, good to see you too. We are live on both Twitch and YouTube tonight for tonight's Strength of Field broadcast. Strength of Field being the best of the best who can make these times. We are going to be starting off today with the fixed races, which is fixed setups. And then in about an hour's time, sign up will be well underway to get ready for the open setup race. And if it's anything like this TCR season has been all season, we are in for an absolutely fantastic time. I just realised NASCAR put those tyres on the runoff, so no more making up their own track, and suddenly guess who's absolutely incredible, right? So Derek, how we doing? Good to see you on the YouTube side as well. Is it working? It looks like YouTube is working, so if you ever hear me talking to somebody who you can't see in your current chat, don't worry, I haven't gone crazy. I'm not talking to myself. It should show both Twitch and YouTube chat now underneath the stream. But right, we've got quite a few people already on the track. So shall we have a quick look at all these times that we've got going on at the moment? Let's get a track map up just so you can see exactly who's on the track. Now that sign-ups have started well and truly booming, we already have a fair few signed up. A few friends, well, people who are friends with me on iRacing signed up as well. You're more than welcome to add me on iRacing, by the way. I will accept most invites. We've got 3 people that I know in here: Josh Taylor from JC Academy, Andrew Littler and Carl Hardy from Result as well. You'll see all 3 in BSTV every single Wednesday night, and you might recognise one of the voices on commentary there as well. There we go, that's why I was sorting out my stream deck for all those fancy buttons. Don't have to keep spamming commands anymore. Of course, on YouTube I won't be able to put all the commands in there, so just check the video description below and you'll find a list of all sorts of stuff in there, all sorts of links, but most importantly the TCR community Discord at discord.gg/ bunch of letters, bunch of numbers. As we're not in the race as well, you can have the money maker up. It's good to see you, but once the races have started, the camera will be off and we will try our best to be a semi-professional broadcast for you. But you're crazy, this stream isn't real. I don't know what you're on about, mate. Don't know what you're on about. Right, let's have a closer look at some of the cars on track, see if we can get some interesting looking liveries as well. For you English and German speakers as well, Kinetic, the car that you see here, in fact I'm going to get the link to it now. They are streaming themselves during this Strength of Field broadcast that's coming up. So those who speak German, you'll like it in there. They do speak English as well, of course. Let me get their link on both sides as well. Go over, go and say hi. Let them know they're live on the broadcast right now. Actually, no, because that's technically self-promo. Don't do that bit. Let's have a look. So yes, there's a small team of them which will be doing all sorts of broadcasts there as well. Germans, not that time. Anyway, there's a link to Kinetic. Go over and throw them over and subscribe to the YouTube side as well. See who we currently got. Oh, they're literally just starting their stream now, so put a thumbs up on their stream. Go throw them over a subscribe. They've got 103 subscribers, so congratulate them on getting 100 subscribers. And God, look how close some of these cars are getting right now. And that is with a Kinetic. Wait, that works as well. Come on, watch Street Trigger. Also, evening, just popping in briefly on mobile. Yeah, no worries, Squiz. No worries at all, mate. Hope you are good. Hope you are well. So whilst we have the Kinetic lot in here, we have a couple of Fins as well. racing for all, and straight away we've seen someone go to the top of the timing tower. We'll check that out very shortly. But you're at Lackinen. Jump in into tonight's sessions as well for Racing Forces. Then another Finn as well in the other Audi, not the same team though. Marco 2. Gene Nixon in a... Is that a Sonic livery? No, it's an anime livery. Of course it is. Of course it is. Yeah, we'll look at it. I know you'll be... Oh, Jesus Christ. And it looks like you're...
Sorry.
You didn't like that livery too much, but we won't discriminate, will we? Right, if we're going to do these sorts of liveries, let's get a decent camera angle on it. That should do the trick and show you all that you need to know. There we go. Anime livery. Josh Taylor in the Taylor Motorsport Audi. And we got Mark Frederick with the kinetic car right behind, carrying a normal one there. Dennis Gietenbeek, by the way, my pronunciation is terrible. That will never change. Animes, get your uus in chat. Why did you put tentacles in the chat, guitar guy? Beautiful livery. I like this livery. It's a very nice livery. A few people starting to get some quicker times in now. Daniel Pluckman, was who we saw originally in the kinetic livery. Oh no, that's the same kinetic one. Albert there as well. A lot of ordinary liveries tonight. Can I get some refreshers on these?
No worries, Gene. I thought you were letting me go.
Because of anime. Alright, so Will Buckmaster as well. Probably the coolest name in here. In the Penrite livery. That's a really nice livery as well. And Gordon Haug in Sim Racing Norway's colours. So, Watkins Glen, what a track. Where do we... Oh, someone just completely totaled there. That might have been this. Massive thank you to Backfire Simsport TV, by the way, for letting me use their... Yeah, that's not so good. For letting me use their SDK on there. For Backfire Simsport TV, you can find out more about them just there. Was it there that they crashed? Or they went a little bit wide and didn't fancy... That's not what made that big engine sound though. To the 24 already watching on both Twitch and YouTube, thank you all so much. Thumbs up the YouTube, subscribe if you haven't already. Get yourselves in there. By the way, just to let people know, in the TCR cord, there are regular free setups for TCR being posted every single week at the moment, as a new setup shop could be in town in the name of Chapter X. So check out the TCR cord, you'll be able to find everything that you need in there. Plenty of free setups there as well. Which is great, because normally I do the free setups and they're just advanced baselines. Alright, anybody else new in this session? We've got Carl Hardy in here too, but not out on track, and Stephen Lowbridge as well in the AMRK. At the moment, signed up for the live session, we have at least 32 races in. Right, I'm just getting a quick track map up, and we can start seeing everybody that is on the circuit. Go to the car that's in 5th place at the moment, so Marco can be Marco can volunteer as tribute. Actually no, we're not. We're gonna go into the Buckmaster's car just here. We're gonna do a quick lap of Watkins Glen Boot. So we are going to start over. Very tight pit exit just there if you do end up needing to go to it, but we're going to be going between the 300 and the 200 board. Braking quite lightly there, and using the dip in the corner to catapult the car around. You can't use the off-track like you usually can on here, so keep it onto the huge curves. Then the least amount of turning possible as we go through the S's. The less turning that you have to do here, the better. at the start of the race, I'm expecting to see at least one pilot this week. Hopefully it doesn't happen during the strength of field broadcasts. But going towards the inner loop of the bus stop, there's new curbing going ahead. So if you cut this first one, it is now a slowdown, but you need to make sure that you catch the double left just there before riding the right, and from the inner loop we go to the outer. Keep it nice and tight here where that marshal's hut is there. Accelerate out and use as much curb on the exit as possible. And thank you for the resub. 50 months. Hell yeah, man. Down the chute, number 6, going to be taking a late apex and using all the curb on the exit. Get yourself to the left hand side as soon as possible. Brake at the 200 board and just let the car flow into this corner. You can take it in second gear, you can take it in third if you keep up momentum enough, but once you go up the toe, it is accelerating down to the heel of the boot part of the Watkins Glen layout. Looking at just after the 200 board, get yourself down to third and keep yourself nice and tight. Once again, you can't go above any more than that on the exit curb. Halfway through the incline, you want to get yourself braking and turned in a little bit tighter than that, but that's fine because still keeping it onto the track. Up to turn number 10, it is a slight lift at the 100 board just to keep the car going and keeping it within the track limits. Get yourself over to the left as soon as possible. At the end of the tyre barrier, brake lightly and swing the car around using momentum. Get as close as you can to the wall without actually touching it, and there you go. That is a lap of the Watkins Glen Boot layout. If you're on my YouTube channel right now, the full guide, basic guide, is already out. If you are watching here on Twitch at the moment, then there's my YouTube link just there. Put a thumbs up on this current stream that's going on right now. But also check out the track guide as well. Helps loads of people out, apparently. Leslie, how we doing? How's life treating you? All good? Nice evening? Well, and just let people in here know things are great. Why are things great? Because behind me, oh, you can't see it on here, I have new toys. The problems that I've had with this Fanatec wheel after having it for so long and racing many miles in it, we are going to be upgrading to SimMagic. Managed to get a good second-hand deal on a SimMagic Alpha Mini. I have also bought some new pedals, although I haven't revealed which ones they are yet until they arrive at the end of the month. They're clones of another manufacturer, but for the price I've got them for, if they perform even half or 3/4 as good as the expensive versions of them, I'm laughing. I am literally laughing. Right, also on the track right now, we did have Carl on there, but we've also did have on the track, that's gonna hurt. Is that a German beer guitar guy on the side of their car? I think they might be a bit stuck there as well. Whoops. That'll buff out. Yes, it is. Anthony, thank you so much, man, for 50 months subscribed to the channel. Appreciate the hell out of you. Let's get you a shout out on the Twitch side. There we go. After 8 years, I solved the internet problem. Finally, fiber at home, 1 gig download, 1 gig upload, and I'm losing my mind. Mate, once you go for those really high downloads, your life will change. Your life will truly change. Okay, Manuel Saraleghi is in the session and has took top spot, a 1 minute 54.174, with 10th place a second behind with a 155 .2. Well, I don't know if it still exists. Right, gotcha. And neither in stores. Nice new toys, yeah, man. Yep, not every day you can get a SimMagic Mini Alpha and a wheel for 400, can you? Getting a jealousy bone while reading that. Yeah, I recently upgraded to a 700 download and upload, and man, even a like 250 meg I'd be happy with that. But it's seriously quick over here now. So it's nice to see other parts of Europe getting the same treatment. Right, we have less than 10 minutes until the next race. How many people are signed up so far? Well, I can tell you, we're going to have at least 3 splits at the moment. Last time I saw it, it was over 40, so... No, we're not quite at the heights Charlotte was when everyone was trying out TCR. Those who are stuck with it are reaping the rewards. Once you get used to that car, they're absolutely flying. You got 100? Mate, I'd take 100 still. Mate, 100's still decent. Zoom! What a sound. What a sound. Right, can we jump into another part of the session? I don't think we can, but we're going to jump into number 3 anyway, so we're going to get another load of new people in. There we go. So let me just double check. So we have Manuel Saralegui right now. He is numero uno. He is also the man who helped me out with the Nürburgring combined video laps. So check that video out if you haven't already when you're looking at doing NEC. And check out the setup shop as well, simracingsetups.com. New games take 6 to 8 hours to download, like 100 gigabyte is an overnighter. Shouldn't be that much. Think about it. 100 meg a second should never be that. That sounds like a client issue, that one. Alright, we've got Tony Walker in here as well. You take this off. There we go. Anton Shishongov. How many people we actually got in this practice session? See, in this practice session by itself, there's 46 people. Just quickly... Right, let's get rid of that. So just typing into everybody there to get them to sign up. Ooh. Okay, that's a lot of people in the sessions at the moment. Who else we got in so we can have a look at their liveries? We've got Vladislav as well. Currently running 3rd quickest. Nearly within the 1 minute 54 and a halves. Vegard Johansson. Simon Russell as well in a lovely Audi design there based on the Formula 1 model. Oh! Spinsies. Josh Taylor in the beautiful JC Academy car. Jan going across. Jan also with this livery, so I wonder if they're teammates. Devin Mackey. Odie Payne. Oh my god, please tell me he's bringing back the it's a nice design, that. Benjamin Sontag. Sean Morris. We've got Michael Sontag as well. Oh, hang on, there's Michael Sontag. And there's Benjamin Sontag. Then, this is probably the most German name I have ever seen in my life. Wolfgang Wildenau. Wildenauer? Wildenauer. There we go. Hey Jay, thanks for streaming and commentating. No worries, Bjorn. I've given a shout out to Kinetic as well, so hopefully you can get a handful more people in there as well. Fingers crossed. I think we're watching Daniel's car a little bit earlier as well. And then we also have Enzo Lorenzato. Also in as well in a full black model. Oh, we've got when I scroll down, we've got Adam Clearo as well in the Iron Brew car, possibly the best livery of the lot. That's not my own livery. And Sergei Gulshin as well. Any more want to jump up here? Got Carl Hardy. Anybody here that we can jump into? Yeah, I've got a few extra people jumping in here now actually. I have to give you some German lessons. But hey, have you not seen my Nürburgring combined video? I'm fluid. I am fluid. Right, I'm just having a quick look to make sure I haven't missed anything yet. Ah. And that's there. Okay, cool. Is it any Audi store nearby? The Audis are pretty quick here, aren't they? Let's have a quick look. Let's expand this photos. We've got 1 more minute to sign up. If you haven't signed up yet, get yourselves in. It is an all Audi top 8 at the moment. I'm just quickly get to 11th place right now so we can see a few more car makes. And it's not loading up for anybody. That's a bit strange. Maybe if I click that name there. There we go. It is an all Audi top 13. Probably best to say that the Audi might be the car to choose here for the fixed. James Norton quickly jumping off the track for the hell of it. Oh, I don't think that's going to be this point here again either, to be honest. Oh no, it was a little bit of a spin. Right, we are going to get into the session. Use this opportunity to chill, grab yourself a snack, and let's load up the live session. Some ads may be running, but I promise you, you will not miss a thing. And meanwhile, if you haven't already, join the TCR called Discord. You'll see it in the video description below if you're watching on YouTube. Welcome everybody to the TCR Challenge Top Split, week number 9, and that's hopefully not a sign of things to come in the background there at Watkins Glen Boot. This is an updated scan with a completely new bus stop set of curbs. As well as that, we also have a couple of extra track limits to get through there at the same time. But my name is JayCaulls. It's a pleasure to meet you, and this is our usual shebang every single Tuesday with a live strength of field broadcast every single Tuesday. Well, I want to welcome everybody on both Twitch and YouTube right now, unless you're watching the VOD of this afterwards, in which case, welcome in and thank you for watching on demand afterwards. If you haven't already, put a thumbs up on the YouTube side because it helps so much with discoverability. The more people that watch, the more people that get into TCR, which means more people that end up racing it. I just walked in on the word bang, shebang. You know, the whole shebang. Andy on over on the Twitch side. And Hero Genix as well. I hope you are good on the YouTube as well. Literally the first word. Maybe it's fate. Maybe it is fate. We have plenty of people around the track at the moment. For some reason, paints are not loading up. I don't know why. Ah, there we go. The paints are working. Everyone can rejoice. Carl Hardy in the Pure Sims car just there. Yes, and then massive good luck to everybody as well. You lot should be used to how this works at the moment, but if not, then it's 8 minutes of qualifying or 2 laps. The times that you see at the bottom, if you see a little green bar, it means it is a personal best. If you see purple, it means it is the best out of everybody in the session. We've got some very, very quick cars in today. I can get all the iRacing up just here as well. There we go. So 5.7 at the top, JD Rodriguez, with right at the bottom Yang Serebranski as well, 2.6. Overall is a strength of field of, I think I said about 3.5, but there we go. Carl Hardy. Let's get straight on board with Carl for the first lap. Between the 300 and the 200 is where we are going to be looking at braking. Use the camera in the corner and fly out, but don't go beyond the curbs because there's a high chance of an off track. Then you want to try and keep the car as straight as possible through the S's. Minimal turning. And you shouldn't be able to scrub too much speed out of it afterwards as well. Then on to the new and unimproved bus stop, in my opinion. The first part of this bus stop will cause slowdowns if you cut it too much. It's a little bit of a 3D curb as well, but if you take it nice, give it a little kiss, you carry on with the rest of the bus stop. 2 left apexes and ride the final curb. Then you want to keep close and tight to the outer loop, starting to accelerate out way before the marshal's board. Go to the right hand side, and just before the drain you want to brake down and once again hug tight. I think Carl's taking this as a banker lap right now, so you're not going to see a lot of pace from Carl in this one as we go towards the boot layout and towards the toe. You can get back onto the throttle a lot sooner than you realise here, but be nice and smooth with your throttle inputs, or else you're going to end up flushing the car out wide. As we go towards the heel, everyone loves a good heel turn if executed correctly. Just past the 200 board, get yourself braking down, hit that apex, and once again, just like the exit of turn 1, don't go too far away from that curb on the exit, or else you're a goner. Halfway up the incline, brake down and keep it nice and tight. A nice slow release. Press of the throttle will keep you within track limits. 100 board, lift lightly and just keep yourself within the 2 sets of curbs. Get over to the left, and when the tyre barrier ends, brake lightly, take the camber of the curb and accelerate out, narrowly missing the wall, and that'll be the end of your first lap. Thank you so much, Carl, for being the guinea pig in that one there. Billy, good to see you as well on the Twitch side too. But from Norway, if we have a Scandinavian 1-2 at the moment, as Gordon Hauger and Jura Larkinen take up the front row spots with 1 more lap left to go. 3 of the 5 sectors from Gordon were fastest of all session, but he started off this next one even quicker. And look how much is riding that bus stop just there, pushing that little car within an inch of its life right now, keeping on the proverbial edge. Has gone a little bit slower in the second part of the corner. A bit of a power slide there, but it's kept it going. JD Rodriguez, meanwhile, further back, so we'll be able to see what JD does towards the end of the lap. Puts himself up into third place. Meanwhile, we have a massive amount of nationalities right now, including from Germany, Daniel Pluckman right now. If you look up Kinetic iRacing TCR, you'll probably see that they're streaming right now, so go check them out. English and German talkers, you'll have a lovely time in there. Gordon and Helga though is absolutely smashing through the last couple of corners of this track. That's, if you look at the bottom of your screen, that is 2 purple sectors just there. We're on to the final sector. Is losing a little bit of time in sectors 2 and sector 4, but is it going to be enough to improve on the 1 minute 54.384? Gordon is going across the line, and it is no improvement. Must have lost so much time on sector 2 and sector 3, and there's many people jumping out of their cars now, either getting off tracks or just don't think that they're going to be quick enough. Carl Hardy jumps up to 6th place, with Daniel Pluckman going up to 8th, and we also have Daniel Hawkins going up to 15th, but there's still plenty on the circuit right now, but it looks like many are jumping out of their cars now to finish up. I'm just having a quick look. There's still a few who are on the circuit, though it's mainly people practicing how to start the cars. Having a quick look at Anton's times here, and they're all yellows, but we're going to go over to 15th place. Zelzko Pizarek right now. I will massively mispronounce loads of names here. Alex, good to see you on the Twitch side. How we doing, my friend? Hope you are good. Hope you are well. So let's have a look, see how car number 10 can do. This is the 10th highest I rating in the session, so on paper should be getting a top 10. Uses a little bit of the dirt there to actually help with the rotation of the car. Probably didn't mean it, but I'm going to pretend that he did. Goes across the line, and there was 2 personal bests, and goes up to 14th place. We do still have car number 16, Albert Ruig Pereira, right now. Second of his name, going through. 2 personal bests, so I do wonder, he's got 30 seconds to try and reach the line. I don't think he's going to make it. Let's have a look. 20 seconds, what do you lot reckon? I think 20 seconds is pushing it a little bit here. It is against time now. Let's have a look. We've got 10 seconds. He's not going to make it, unfortunately. He was better than the Open. Yeah, the Open's going to be a... the Open's going to be less of an Audi fest. So shout out to JD Rodriguez for getting 3rd place in the Elantra. Not bad at all. But it is going to be the Norwegian Gordon Hauger who's going to be taking 1st place, with Vladislav in 2nd. Then we've got JD Rodriguez and Jura Larkinen occupying the 2nd row. 3rd row is Ronald de Jong and Carl Hardy, with Anton and Daniel Pluckman with row number 4. Benji Williams and Vegard Johansson take up the rest of that top 10, with Chris Wetz, Daniel Pinto, Jan Pizarek, Marion Kodeman, Daniel Hawkins, Albert Ruig Pereira and Simon Russell, the rest of your grid.
Good luck all.
Right then, so are we all ready? Are we all steady? I can definitely see this being an explosive race for us all today.
Good luck, Gordon. Samme til deg, Vegard.
No championship expectations on the line here. This is just the official sessions for those who have just joined us. You can join in around about this sort of time, that is 7:45 GMT +1 for the first of the two strength of field races, but the lights are coming up and away we go. And a good start from Gordon there. Vladislav not quite getting the boost that he wanted. JD Rodriguez going to be taking that inside line, and there is a dive on the inside, but Gordon's going to take the outside line, which is going to give him a bit more speed going into the S's, although Vlad is going to have a slight advantage here with the first inside line. But Gordon is keeping so tight just there, and keeping a watch on everything that's going on behind. There's a few people hitting walls behind, but oh, a bit of a disconnection there from Gordon. Nothing happens. Meanwhile, 2 wide. Oh, no, wait. It's going 3 wide behind. Into the bus stop is an absolute... Oh, Kyle Hardy backs out just in time. And everybody survives. Meanwhile, Daniel Pluckford goes out by the looks of it. Daniel Pluckford quickly recovering the car will be cracking on with their race. But we'll go straight back into the action. The front 3 have gotten back into a straight line here, and a dive on the inside here from Jura Larkinen, but not quite enough to get anything on De Jong, who goes away scot-free. Look at all those gargoyle TCR and one of the Audis right at the back there. I think that was Daniel Hawkins or Simon Russell slightly losing the car, but managing to keep it well under the control. Time and Tower above going absolutely nuts with all the position changes right now. And the TCRs going 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. But nicely and cleanly. Look at that. If you go 2 wide onto this corner, it is an off track, so you're going to see a lot more people playing nice here. But all these lot here going playing really nice here. Of course, there's an anime car on the grid. There's always an anime car on the grid, and the number 18. That was great there, but just behind one of the Elantras goes. And that's Chris Red's not holding in the brakes completely there.
Amazing.
And Hawkins just manages to keep that going, but it's still going after 1 lap. Still got some cars side by side going back into the first corner. It's Hugo Rodriguez, Zayanochevsky as well into the top 3, but some fantastic racing going on here. And of course, we keep all the radio messages open here for the Vine and for all sorts of entertainment. There's still plenty of people battling about. May and Kodaman right behind. They're both side by side, but giving each other plenty of space, which is fantastic to see. Going into the bus stop though, one of these two will have to back out at some point. We're just going to watch the car behind, and they do. Number 12. Oh, and I think we've got another spin, and that's one of the cars going off. I think that is Bazaric and Serebransky as well. And that is 2 crashes for the price of 1. And we got the best seats in the house for that one. I'm getting good at this camera work, aren't I? But Carl Hardy right now with Vegard Johansson and Daniel Pino right behind. Let's get some first names abbreviated there in the timing tower, so if I end up using first names, you know exactly who I am on about. Someone doing some lawn mowing earlier ahead. A little bit further back, we got Marianne, Albert Ruig and Simon Russell all fighting it out for previous places, but now is a chance to quickly jump across and see just exactly what was happening with some of those earlier incidents. We're going to start off with Daniel Pluckford going off the track at the bus stop. I reckon this may have been self-caused here, maybe catching a curb a little bit too hard here. Let's have a look, and oh, a bit of netcode going into the car behind actually, so that was massively unlucky there. That should never have happened. Chris Wetz, meanwhile, going off the track and then back on. The Elantra, yeah, hit side by side, and difficult one there. Should always hold the brakes though, so something like that doesn't happen there. Oof, that's going to be expensive. Then Jan Serebransky just here fighting along. Very difficult to go 2 wide into here. Goes off 1 way, and by the looks of it, there was another one straight away afterwards. This could be the individual who was... Oh no, this was who was behind them. So going into the bus stop, just completely loses it with the cars bouncing on those curbs. The Audi does love a bounce, and that's quite a few meatballs already. Your leader right now, though, Gordon Hauger, currently holding off JD Rodriguez by 0.4 of a second. We have a bit of a battle brewing here, though. Two Hydro Racing Forces cars leading the way with a gaggle of TCRs behind. Probably the closest being here with Vegard chasing Carl Hardy, and I tell you what, Daniel Pino right behind fancies their chances. Racewave, good to see you on the Twitch chat, by the way. If you lot are liking what you're seeing right now, make sure you're following on Twitch, not just racing stuff on the Twitch, all sorts of stuff. On the YouTube, though, it is all sim racing and sports like stuff. And anything to do with cars and mechanical stuff too. Remember as well on the YouTube, put a thumbs up on the video, subscribe, and check out the TCR track guides, which are released every Sunday or Monday, depending on how bad the hangover is on the Sunday morning. Well, De Jong looking to get a move done on a BSTV teammate. I tell you what, the number 9 is not letting Juri Laakkonen have it their way. I swear that's a slogan for a fast food company, have it your way. Yeah, answers on the postcard for that one there. There we go, Hydro Race Audi versus Audi. Let's have a quick watch from Carl Hardy. He's going to watch these two, and he's getting close enough that these two have to battle here. Who is going to back out? And I'll tell you what, RDJ breaking a bit later there. And look at this. This is brilliant racing from those two in front. How have they kept it side by side almost perfectly into the bus stop? Number 9 can get onto the throttle a little bit earlier here to try and battle against Carl Hardy's move on the inside. Carl's going to have a look on the inside, but the number 9 shuts the door. And they carry on going. Meanwhile, behind it, we have Vegard and Pino finally fighting behind, with Anton just watching along. Whew. There they go, riding off into the sunset. A nice bit of flashing just there. Legal type of flashing. All tough battles going on ahead. And this is just going to help the number 13 get a good run on car number 5, Daniel Pino. They all go up towards... I can't remember what that corner is. I think that corner is just called turn 10, right? Going into the penultimate corner of the lap. And there's going to be plenty of quick racing here. Let's go more towards the middle of this pack here. Carl Hardy in the middle of it. In a European sandwich. Oh, no, wait. Oh, what a sound. What a sound. To the blimp. To make the way into turn number 1. This is going to come up really nicely as we get to see exactly how these cars look going through the S's. And you can just see how far away the top 2 have checked out. It's a case of Vlad in 3rd place trying his best to keep up with them, and then if they even make a wrong move, they've got all these cars ready to gobble them all up. We get to look from this blimp view as well. Look at all of these. It's not quite as good as NASCAR's camera that they've got recently, but the front of that front of that group defending. Oh, I tell you what, look how close they're getting there. It looks like everyone has their own little lines going into the bus stop before we go into the outer loop, and everyone puts their way around. And Simon Russell, meanwhile, car number 17, up 5 places in 13th place, has caught up to them. In one of the nicest liveries on the grid. I like the Audi livery in Formula 1, but I just think it looks so much better on a TCR, especially like that. And then Benji Williams just... Oh my god. And it was actually, and my mistake it was actually Anton who was catching up to the group in front, not Simon Russell. Apologies there. Heads to bed now, got one more day of work this week and need that good sleep. Good night, Locke. Have a good one. Feel free to watch this VOD some time tomorrow if you want to see what happens in the open race and the rest of this one. We're not even halfway through the race yet, and already all these lot are fighting tooth and nail. JD Rodriguez only just 0.6 away from Gordon Helger at the moment. Helger keeping it nice and consistent. And tell you what, I think something may have happened to Rodriguez, because Rodriguez all of a sudden has jumped from 0.6 away to 8. So I'm wondering, I'm not getting any sort of not getting any sort of event going on there, but they've lost a ton of ground to the race leader at the moment. They don't seem to be gaining a lot of it up to the bus stop either. They slowly approach that one, only just getting them to leave 8 tenths, but here we could be seeing another constant flashing just there from RDJ onto his teammate Larkin in front, and Carl Hardy trying to defend slightly on the inside. 14's going to try and have a look, but not confident enough to get a move done in here. If you see a little yellow flag arrive next to somebody's name, it is a slowdown. I do kind of want to see both the racing forces guys pushing each other a little bit more, just so the likes of Williams, Pereira, Codeman can start catching up and making this a long battle. But look at this, finally Kawahari has a car on his inside, but uses the outside line of the exit there and gets himself a nice thrust out of it. Keeping nice and tight, and oh, it looks like there was a bit of a pass just there. Vegard just there fighting along with Anton, and they are going to carry on their battle up the hill here. Hey Magnet, good to see you as well. Endo, you as well. No Hondas. There's one Honda in position, or two in position 12 and 14 at the moment, but none in this fixed race at the moment. It seems to be making wind of the situation. It is an Audi Forest out here, and JD Rodriguez in the Elantra. Oh, hang on. No, I don't. I think that's a... No, it's just a slight disconnection there. I thought we had a big accident just there. We have an opportunity now to... Oh, we want to look at this one here. Let's use the right one, Jay. Thank you, Backfire Simsport TV, again for allowing me to use their stuff. Oh, there was a slight spin just there from Vegard, which allowed the number 13 the perfect opportunity to get through. I would have thought with the back and forth there, that would have been absolutely perfect for them to try and get through. But turns out the number 5, number 5 probably feels that they were forced out a little bit wide there, but an outside line there, there's no guarantee that you're going to be able to get anything at all from that. So Pino unfortunately not able to get anything from Anton. The race goes on. Evening Ronnie, good to see you as well, my friend. Daniel Hawkins meanwhile has been passed by Daniel Pluckford. Got a little bit of momentum leading up to the bus stop, was about 2 tenths away, but straight away Pluckford stretches out a little bit more. But this is the fight that everyone's probably got their eyes glued on the timing tower right now. There's more fighting going on behind, but this has slightly more implications as it is for a top 5 position. Camera currently pointing at 5th place Ronald de Jong. As we go into the heel of the boot, and anybody can put an audacious dive in here if they really wanted to. Marianne as well, chasing down Albert Roig Pereira. Marianne, who is quick in their own right, has won a couple of IMPCs too. But struggling so far to get past the Spaniard. Kawahadi meanwhile still in the same position, having to defend so hard from Vegard behind. Vegard at the moment pushing him as hard as possible. Vegard and Kawahadi you'll see in SRL, you'll also see him in BSTV as well. Links for both of those leagues, YouTubes and Discords are in the Twitch chat now. If you watch on YouTube, check out the links in the video description underneath. You'll find such things there, such as all sorts of leagues, like most days of the week and a couple of time zones, as well as the TCR cord, the most important TCR Discord out there. But right now, Kawahadi and Vegard will quickly watch here from Anton behind. Anton's got the best seat in the house watching these lot fight, got the momentum as well to potentially cause problems to number 14. Doesn't quite get close enough. And the fight goes on. Meanwhile, the fight for the lead at the moment, as we are nearly at the 15th minute of this 20-minute race. Gordon seems to be losing its shot slightly. And I do wonder if that is, and I don't know if anybody else feels the same way. I feel the tyres on the Audi are not great. I don't know if there's a camber setting which is causing them to go a little bit quicker, or if it's just in my imagination. But now we have a fight on our hands for the lead. So after a fantastic start and keeping JD Rodriguez at bay, it seems like Gordon now has an extremely difficult last 5 minutes of the race. I'm keeping an eye on everything going on behind as well at the same time. A couple of passes going on, but this fight right now is getting closer and closer. Let's get on the cockpit of JD Rodriguez now, chasing for the win in this fixed strength of field race. And Gordon having to, I think that might have been an off track just there, but not a slowdown, using every advantage he can to put some space between himself and Rodriguez on this major slipstream zone. Going through the S's, look how quick in that timing tower above JD Rodriguez is getting. It is getting closer and closer and closer and closer. Insert Jaws music here. And I think JD's actually braking a little bit later as well. Look how much that Audi is jumping. And JD is on his tail. Slow down for Jura Larkkinen as well, and this could have major implications on the battle behind. Jura on the outer loop is taking the outside line. I don't think it's going to be enough to clear it. His teammate goes through, but he still has the slowdown. He's got no choice but to serve it on that inside line, which is allowing Carl Hardy to stay by the side. And Carl Hardy is going to have that quicker outside line, and that is potentially another position lost by Jura. And look who's following Carl in. Johansson is on the inside line, but number 4 is going to have a much quicker outside line here. Carl Hardy's giving the slipstream to Jura. Oh, and they're both pushing together, just saving it in the nick of time. And great positioning and racecraft from 14 and 4, realising they were about to tangle themselves up. Jumping out at the last moment, Jura has a quick look on the inside, but 14 gets the move done. And that's Jura having a miserable time after that slowdown just there. Now down 3 places in 7th place as they all go around the corner here. I'm just seeing if anyone's got an overlap on each other. Potential for a dive into turn 1 could be right at the back there. I'm keeping a watch on the battle for the lead. It is currently 3 attempts between 1st and 2nd. No dives on the inside here, but in the background, Marjan possibly looking for a move on the number 16 of Albert Rui Pereira, but nothing happens. We go back to the battle for the lead. We're in 18th minute, so about 2 laps left to go. Next lap could be the last lap. And Gordon now defending that inside move. This is going to give JD a perfect opportunity, and great bus stop from JD. JD could make a move here. Could not be any closer without there being contact. They are getting extremely feisty out there, which is fantastic for us lot watching at home. Is there going to be an opportunity for a dive in here? I don't think there is going to be. Let's quickly go back to what's happening here. Anton trying to defend from Daniel G. Pino as much as possible. There's a slowdown for Russell just there, which keeps them away from Kodeman and Pereira's battle. But they keep on going at the moment, and Carl Hardy having to defend that inside. And the 14 is going to overlap on the outside, and there's a slight skid just there from Carl Hardy. Not enough to keep him away. Battle for the lead. And Rodriguez had the inside line, but Gordon Howard much better defended. And looks like JD's going to send it on the inside again. They're going to be side by side. Oh, and there's a little bit of contact just there. JD tucks in behind again, but oh my god, there's so much happening on the track right now. Also seeing Jura Larkkinen is right behind too, but let's quickly go back to the lead as these 2 fighting it out as we hit the final lap of the race. Let's get to it, and JD Rodriguez taking that inside line. He has the overlap. It's going to be enough to try and get something here, but JD is going to let Gordon have this one. Gordon's, I don't know. Ooh, interesting decision there from JD. Probably didn't realise Gordon was as out wide as he was, and this could be Gordon's saving grace here, as the chopper doing fantastically to keep up with them. Pereira has got past Kodeman. Kodeman and Pereira are both fighting it out at the moment. There's also a close battle going on between Jura Larkkinen and Carl Hardy and Anton. We've got to see what happens here. Final lap of the race. The front two are going at it. And there's a big jump over from Rodriguez. And look how close they're getting. Looking for that little gap inside. And Gordon is surviving. But JD is going to have a lot more power coming out to that corner. As we go down the chute. And JD is keeping it so tight in here at the moment. We're about to hit the toe of the boot. Is there going to be one last minute dive? There is, but it's not quite enough for JD to get a move going here. But look at the lines. There's about half a car difference between JD's line on the exit and Gordon's. This means JD's going to have a fractional little bit of speed. I tell you who you should not be discounting here. 7 tenths behind is Vladislav, looking for any sort of positions they can gain here as Johansson overtakes De Jong, and we've got a battle going on behind here as well at the same time, and Vegard goes out wide and just manages to join in, losing a host of positions. We'll have a look at these overtakes at the end. But 2 more corners left to go. This is going to be JD's last chance. Goes off track and nearly a pass on the inside. I think Gordon's just going to have this. We've got a sprint for the line. And a hit against the wall from JD Rodriguez and a brilliant win from Gordon Howe.
What a crazy race.
That was brilliant stuff, but we've still got plenty going on behind. Oh, wow. That was brilliant stuff.
Nice fight. Thank you.
I am sweating.
I don't know about the final lap though, but always next time.
Yeah, it's just one of them moves, mate. I think you both were in your rights to do what you done, and you come out where you did, but great driving.
Oh, brilliant stuff.
It is. All I care is about that I finished high enough to get up to 3K. Let's go.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, well done, mate. Well done.
Brilliant stuff. Congrats on who that was getting 3K. Oh, that was... let's go over the results, because that was insane. That was brilliant stuff. Your winner by 0.3 seconds, Gordon Hauger just there. JD Rodriguez and Vladislav getting the remaining places on the podium. RDJ Ronald de Jong getting 4th place with Carl Hardy locking out the rest of that top 5. Less than half a second in front of 6th place, Yuri Lakinen and Anton Shishonokov. I am so sorry for my pronunciations. I'm exhausted. And Daniel Pino in 7th and 8th respectively. Vegard Johansson with 9th place. Benji Williams in 10th. Marianne Kodeman in 11th place with Albert Pereira in 12th. Simon Russell and Daniel Pluckford. Daniel Hawkins, all 3 of those going up to 13th, 14th and 15th. We've got Jan finishing in 16th. 1 lap down was Pizarek, and then Chris Wetz with their earlier incident, 10 laps down, retiring from the race. That was incredible. That was insane. Let's have a quick look at a couple of the incidents. By the way, if you're interested in participating in the open race, then it's already open. The sign-ups are open for it, so get yourselves in. Let's have a look at a couple of the incidents that we saw for this. So obviously Daniel Pluckman looked like there was a little bit of netcode just there, causing the car to hop, skip, jump, and a slight tap against the wall just there as well. So Chris Wetz as well, lap 1 incident, a bit further on. Reminder to everybody, if your car is spinning out, you must hold on to the brakes, or else unfortunately we're going to get situations where that there could have been avoided. It's like Hyundai tyres lose at the end. I don't know, I think the Audis lose quite a bit, to be honest, which is why JD was able to catch up towards the end. Ian getting a crash as well, going towards the bus stop. 2 doesn't always go into the entrance of the bus stop. You have to be so precise with what you do. Luckily for Jan though, no hit against the wall there. Unfortunately, as you heard just there, somebody else definitely did though. That was real fun. GG Gordon, great racing. Yeah, brilliant racing there. And that was, if I can find who that was Bizarric just there. If I'm mispronouncing any of these names and you are the owner of these names, please let me know so I can continue to get them wrong until I do eventually get it right. And I'll make sure I forget it next week. But the Audi hopping, skipping, jumping across those curves, but not quite in the right way just there. Then towards the end, Vegard going off the track. We didn't see what happened here. This was on a battle with RDJ for 4th place. And RDJ not quite using all the curbs there, but what did have the inside line. 14, I think if RDJ kept that inside really tight, 14 would have had no problems there. At the same time, like, you know, it's last lap, there's bound to be accidents like that happening. So is there a chance of rain in the officials? Not until the fixed race next week at the Snetterton 300. But yeah, what a race that was. That was brilliant. Oh, Akira, how are we doing on the YouTube side just there? To the 40 people watching at the moment across Twitch and YouTube, make sure you're following each platform. We do a lot more than just racing stuff on the Twitch side and on the YouTube side. If you're watching on Twitch and you like the racing, then hey, join over on YouTube. There's plenty of stuff there, including the TCR track guides as well. And also, join the TCR Cord. The more people joining the TCR Cord, the better. Right then, let us jump into the next practice session. Oh, and let's get the camera on, because that's where the money is, you know. It's really not. I'm sorry, I apologise for that. Alright, let's get a little bit of music back on as well whilst we wait to sign up for the next session. How is everybody? Everyone good? Everyone well? Those who have just jumped into the stream, I hope you are all well and you're having a fantastic start of your week so far. Right then, so we had about 3 splits in that last one. There's already multiple splits in the open, so you get yourself signed up for that one as quick as you can. There was 3 splits. The other winners of the other splits as well. Split 2 was won by Will Buckmaster, winning by half a second over Bruno de Silva. Then split number 3, which was a 1.1k strength of field, it was won by Devon Mackey, Devon Mackey. Congratulations on your win there. Once again, less than a second win to second place, Julien Riquet. Riquet? Correct me, please. For the love of Diamond God. Okay then, so I've already got 4 acquaintances in the next open race. Let's get ourselves signed up. Let's have a quick look. Ends in 49 minutes. That'll be the session to jump into. Is it corner 1 last lap? Is it corner 1 last lap okay? I didn't see what happened. It didn't come up as an incident on my end. It's P1 at turn 1 or bust, right? Preferably don't do that second one. It could be a hell of a clear up. If you don't know what I'm on about, ask your parents. Right, joining the practice session now. There's already 35 people inside just the practice session. A lot of names that you lot will recognise. Those on Twitch right now, prepare for a lot of spam, but at the same time, check out everything that you see. Those on YouTube, you're going to hear me say a lot of stuff. You'll find the links for the majority of the stuff I'm going to say in the video description below. Put a thumbs up on the stream if you haven't already. So Backfire Simsport TV is where we're going to be live tomorrow night for Wednesday night TCR racing. If you drive the V8 supercars and you're looking for a league, BSTV also do a Saturday V8s league. Highly recommend it, and brilliant broadcasts as well. Friday nights, you got nothing to do? Why not do SRL? They also have their own professional broadcast in there, and Friday night TCR with some fantastically quick drivers and a great community as well. Not from Europe? Don't worry, I've got you covered. North America, we have Alpha Touring Challenge. Every single Monday is a North American TCR and racing community. Have their own North American leagues as well. Go join that one as well. There's They're done by Paul Walsh Productions as well, who you'll know from Next Gen Racing and all sorts of other series, both real life and sim racing as well. So you know it's going to be a good quality broadcast there. Plus that's their Discord if you're North American and you're looking for like-minded people to go and race with. Then finally, starting on Sunday nights very, very soon, is the British Touring Car Series. It's you'll recognise the Joseph Wright broadcasting voice, as he does a lot of the SRL stuff as well. Has his own free TCR league on Sundays, and what's so good about the TCR league on Sundays is a wide variety of people who just want people to race with on Sunday nights. But as well as the TCR racing, they also have on the same days happening before the TCR both a Formula Ford and a Porsche Cup league at the same time, all completely free. You can sign up for just the TCR if you want, or you can sign up for some of the others at the same time as well, and that is your Friday TCR league. I'm going to chuck that one in the YouTube chat as well, because I don't think I have that in my video description yet. But join all those Discords, subscribe to all those YouTubes, and check everybody out there. And then of course the TCR cord, well, the TCR cord is the TCR cord. It is the best hub that you can join for TCR, full of leagues, free setups, all sorts of things there, and track guides as well from yours truly. Right, let's get on to this practice session. Let's see who is about. It's just quickly going to put in the TCR cord just there.
No. Man,
Wow.
fuck your Discord.
Wow. Wow.
It's a bit moody.
Hi, Carl.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
My bad, 37. I'll let you know it's good.
I don't think that person's in the Discord. Right, so it's not Wobbly, it's someone else. Right, so let's have a quick look who is in here then.
All good.
Right, so Dale Johansson is leading away at 154.422, and this could be an even quicker lap as they cross the line.
Meow.
A lot of meows going on right now in the race chat and Twitch chat as well. Right, so the 50 watching right now across both Twitch and YouTube. Thank you all so much. Let's have a quick look, see who else is in the session right now. Right, we've also got Adam Morgan in here as well. I thought that was Chimera paint just there. It's not. No, thank you for being ginger. I'm not even ginger. Like, I don't know where people get it from. Jessica, how we doing?
Yes, you are, Jay. Don't lie.
As you can tell, people are stream sniping me right now as well. What a bunch of wankers. And I've just demonetized myself on YouTube. Great. Thanks, Fraser. Ass.
Pew pew.
Kevin Marshley also in the session as well for Lumen Racing. Nicholas back at the...
So what's the exact limit on turn one? I know you're allowed to run wide, but how wide? Is this like NASCAR where I get to do whatever the fuck I want?
Track limits in Discord. Go on, bite. 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 Kev Ayler as well. Just an average sim racer. They might be live right now as well. Ah, I love that. Oh, there he is. No, no. Sorry, Fraser. Hey, the only one who... oh! Nice power slide just there from Kev. Kev knew he was being watched. Knew he was being watched there. The only one who wanks Fraser is Paul. Wow, why would you even say that in a Twitch chat? Jesus Christ. And Nicola, is it Pick or Pitch? Not sure on the pronunciation of that one there. Let's get some names up underneath me so we know exactly who we're watching. I love that Audi livery though. That's a great, looks great on that car just there. Austin Minan as well in the nice pink BWT. Carl Hardy is back at it again with the blue and white Honda. In fact, no. He wasn't in a Honda last race, was he? He was in the Audi. So a lot of people jumping over to the Honda for this one. Track map is out. Let's get the top hidden away there as well. Are you telling me I've been saying livery wrong all my life? Yeah, like a paint, livery. Was you pronouncing it as livery? If it makes it easier and to avoid embarrassment, do you want me just to call them paints from now on? I can call them paints instead if you want. Yes. Yeah, livery. Livery, liveries. Okay, so paints as Jura Laakkonen jumps in second fastest. The flying Finn is not finished yet. Fine.
Please stop, Jay, please.
Fraser.
That was close.
Just realised my wheel's not on.
Flashed before my eyes. Sorry about that. I was low-key trying to change my brake bias and I walled it.
You're not my dad, Fraser. Come back loading. Can't be because I didn't inherit your fantastic looks. And
I'm not ginger.
I gave him a compliment there. Did he not listen to what I said? Jay, what's up? You set up the new wheel yet? No, not yet. What I have is just here. So, those who know, I've been having a lot of problems recently with my wheel. I managed to get a SimMagic second hand. It came with this wheel and it came with some gloves as well. All for the price of £400. Great. I love frazzles, well at least somebody does. But that will probably be set up in about 2 weeks' time. Look, he's happy now. He's reading the chat. He's probably got the biggest smile on his face right now. His cheeks are probably hurting. Right, so we also have in this session Clement Cuesta. Oh, let's get people's iRatings up as well. Car logo, flag, so you lot know where everyone's from. Let's get iRating up too, and then the gap to the leader. Perfect. So currently, oh, Tamas Hasbov currently has the quickest lap. Brilliant, and the paints will show up in a second. That was the cutest thank you ever. Wow. I'm excited as if I'm the one that's got the wheel. I've also got some new pedals coming at some point, but that's not until the end of the month, unfortunately. How are we doing today, Mockin? I hope you're good. Hope you are well. But we have 7 minutes, 8 minutes until the next session is ready to go. I'm just having a quick look at how many people are signed up. There's Tamas currently getting some practicing with somebody else on the circuit. There's 49 people signed up at the moment, so if we can get 11 people signed up in the next 7 minutes, that's yet another split. As yo, Jeff Saunders is up in the top 10 in, I don't know, what's that name on that car? Look at that. Look at that. That's that car looks a bit familiar. Look at that. It's as if they're watching the stream as well. Legally flashing us. I recognise that logo in the middle. Do you not recognise that? It's not a cult. We're not a cult. We're not a cult. We're not a cult. Part of the JC Academy. Jeff Saunders there.
JC.
If I ignore him, he might go away eventually. Right, Marcus as well, 6th place. I've got to do something. I'll be lurking. No worries, Jess. Good to see you as always. Oh, I've got Dennis in here as well. Plenty of people moving about the practice leaderboard. 154.2 is the quickest time in this practice at the moment. I'm actually really surprised by that as well at the same time, because I would have expected David Johansson to be well up there with the time, but unless Tamas has unlocked something in that Honda that nobody else is aware of, oof. And because we're switching between spectating sessions at the moment, it reloads everybody's paints, so that's why that one's, we keep refreshing onto, all these cars. Paul Hurley on the circuit as well. There's a lot of people in this session. There's 60 people in this practice session right now, by the way. Including on Wednesday nights, you'll see the likes of Jamie Wilson as well on Backfire Simsport TV. Myself and Pete Bingham commentating every single Wednesday. Both our voices going through your cochlea and reverberating around the inside of your heads. We're expecting Jamie to get a very quick time around here at some point as well. Having a look at Jamie's last time, he's jumped all the way up to position 18. We have 5 minutes until our open strength of field race is on. 56 people signed up. We need just 4 more people in, and then that's another split. Remember, the more splits, the more chances you have of picking up a win. Right then, so I'm just having a quick look. Right, there's a lot of newcomers to the TCR called Discord. Thank you all so much for jumping in. Jamie Wilson at the moment, just having a quick look at their times. They've set a personal best for Sector 1 and a personal best for Sector 2, a personal best for Sector 3. And we could be ready for Jamie to hit that big time and maybe get themselves up into the top 10. They're currently half a second off Tom Woodcock's time. Tom Woodcock, who is just under a second off the pace. Just quickly watch Jamie go around the final couple of corners of this circuit. This is the Watkins Glen Boot. Watkins Ken? What is this? We're just reading a register backwards or something. Ken Watkins. And Jamie Wilson climbs up to only 15th. I'm surprised by that. I thought it would have been more, in all honesty. Okay. 3 minutes left. Come on, can you update? If you're in the session now, let me just quickly put in... Okay then. So reminder to those who are jumping into the stream now, the camera will be off once the broadcast starts to give that semi-professional feel about it. Alright, Paul Hurley's still trying to get quicker times. I tell you what, Paul's had a personal best in Sector 1, a personal best in Sector 3. No, not quicker in 2 or 4. It could still be enough to climb up from 19th, is it? Not quite. A 1 at 55.66 is still the quickest time they've had so far. I tell you, Christian just here. 0.7k, but trying their absolute best. The Italian going round. 2 corners left. So far has the quickest time of 1:58.52. That puts them 4.2 seconds off the pace. Hopefully, after this lap, they can climb up and get a little bit closer. Maybe within 3 seconds. Maybe even within 2.5 or 2. Go across the line. Can they improve as Gordon Howard goes up to 4th? Ongaro, not quite. And I tell you what, ooh, that was a very wide corner just there. Right then, so we've got an ad starting on Twitch in 3 minutes. I'm going to run it now whilst the session's just finishing up. The camera is also going to go off now as well as we get ourselves ready for the next session. Meantime, grab yourself some water, grab yourself a snack or two, because if it's anything like the first race that we've had tonight, this one's going to be just as full of action. I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Welcome everybody to the TCR Virtual Challenge Top Split Strength for Field Race live broadcast on Tuesdays with myself, JayCaulls. After a hectic fixed race, we find ourselves back at the Glen for the open race with a few returning faces from the first race of the evening. It's going to be absolutely chock-a-block full of action. So after the front three cars of the fixed, all within a second of each other, can we get something similar here? It's not something that was only happening in Top Split either, with Split 2 and Split 3 also drag races to the line. But we have the likes of, wow, some big names on here now. Actually, I'm just looking at everybody towards the top. Daniel Augustin, the Sausage Fernandez, is in this session along with David Johansson, Kim Andre Buckland, Vladislav and Tamans are here with the fixed winner Gordon Hauger as well. Tom Woodcock, Ura Larkin and Jamie Wilson, Kyle Hardy, Benji Williams, Kev Aylett on your screens now with RDJ, Molt Schneider, Anton Shizhnikov, Adam Morgan, Paul Hurley, Konstantin Shikov, Glyn Jones yet to load into the session, but also Fraser Geraghty right at the end as well. Car number 20 with any positions they make in this race, which surely going to be positive iRating. So it'll be interesting to see how many places up from 20th Fraser can finish today. A cheeky little flash just there. It's better than the last time it flashed me on the streets. It was raining, trench coat, kids were crying. Right, Daniel Augustin Fernandez at the moment about to start their first of quick laps. Let's quickly get a refresh of the paints, and there we go, that beautiful blue, white and black livery there. Qualifying times are up. Let's get a track map as well so you can see exactly where everybody is and the person that we are following down in the bottom left corner. So surely Augustin's going to be the favourite here to get the pole, but I tell you what, Johansson is not far behind. One thing's for sure, both of them two as well as Kim are going to be all over each other like a dodgy rash at the end of a Saturday night out. And just like those rashes as well, so I've read probably going to be... You know what? I don't know where I was going to go with that one. Don't worry about it. Ask your parents. First lap going through then. Sector 1. You're going to see a lot of times towards the bottom. Gordon Hauger, your fixed race winner, was the quickest before Fernandez just sweeps in and takes it away. Through the bus stop, attacking it aggressively. Having a quick look at Johansson's time, and Johansson is less than 100th off the pace of Sector 1 there of Fernandez, but Fernandez quickest in Sector 2 as well. Diamond in down the chute before we get into the boot layout of Watkins Glen. About to hit the toe, and it's going to be another case of enter wide, tuck in tight for the middle, and use as much of the track on the exit as possible. I always have so many questions to my parents after a few streams. Do they ever answer them? That's the key answer I need to hear here. And Fernandez as well. Look at that, a purple sector for Sector 3 as well. Gordon Hauger is going to be setting the first lap, but Gordon Hauger is actually setting a lot of sectors slower than their out lap. So I reckon they're just getting a pretty safe banker lap in. Meanwhile, Fernandez is just absolutely wiping the floor with everybody. It'll be interesting to see how close Johansson and Buckland are behind. A 154.043, that's quicker than anything we saw in the practice already with the lower fuel amounts, and Johansson in second place at the moment has it all to do. how are they going to get themselves through as they climb up the S's right now? Nearly 3/10 behind Fernandez at the moment. We're seeing the rest of the times going up onto the board. Tom Woodcock going up into 10th place. 10th place is a full second and a half behind these two. And in fact, we could put Vlad in there as well in 3rd place. It's within half a second of the leader, and with the amount of slipstream you get here, honestly, half a second will keep you with the race leader for the majority of the race. But Johansson right now making their way around. Fernandez sets an even quicker second sector. Having a quick look at Johansson's times, they did not go quicker in the first sector, but did get a personal best for sector number 2. It seems like only Johansson can possibly drive a stake through the heart of Fernandez's pole position push. And what a nice camera that is just there as well. If only there's one like that approaching the bus stop. Fernandez has gone slower in sector 1 and sector 3 if you look at the bottom. Johansson is consistently producing personal bests, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to overthrow Fernandez from the top spot. However, I have confidence here that Johansson's going to get closer and closer to that pole time. If he gets within a 10th of a second here, final corner. A few vibrations from other cars going around that corner there, and Johansson goes through the line. And it does get quicker, but still 0.121 away from Fernandez. And tell you what, that was a great lap just there from car number 15. Anton Shishonikov. Brilliant time just there, and everybody else getting themselves over the line, swapping positions around. Tom Woodcock as well having to settle for 13th place. Glyn Jones is going to be the last one on a lap in the Power Max. That's a really nice livery, by the way, in the Doble Power Maxed Racing livery. Still has a minute and a half to get to the line, so Glyn is going to be under no pressure to get this lap completed. Not against the clock on this one, as long as they keep it nice and clean. They currently find themselves in 17th place, already running a 1:55.90, 1.8 seconds off the lead pace, but a little bit slow on the exit there. I don't know if that's going to be enough. It's bit slower on the exit there, so a bit of a slower time, but the rest of their lap has been personal bests. See how Jones gets on with this final lap here, not utilising the most of the exit there, so I see minimal climbs here, but Jones does not improve on their position, sticks to 17th place. We've still got the likes of Adam Morgan yet to put in a time. That could change very, very shortly. Johansson on top, my goat. Yep, extremely close. I feel him and Fernandez are going to be at it all race. It's up to, I think 3rd place could have a big say in who wins this race. Personally, Power Max livery looks awesome. It really does, and real life as well. I like the... So I followed them last season. I have a load of the merch, so I'm looking forward to getting some white merch this season. There we go. Adam Morgan. 3rd of the name on the account. Doesn't put in a time and will start in last place, but on the other end of the grid it's Daniel the Sausage Fernandez. Gets pole position with David Johansson in 2nd. Row number 2 is Vladislav and Anton, with Gordon Hauger, your fixed race winner, sharing that 3rd row with Tamas Asbov. Ronald de Jong in 7th place with Carl Hardy in 8th. Benji Williams, Euro Larkinen making up the rest of that top 10. Then we've got Jamie Wilson, Kim Andre Borkland, who I expected Borkland to be a lot higher up, but could end up getting a load of extra positions through the race. Tom Woodcock in 13th place with Malte Schneider in 14th. Konstantin and Kev Aylett in 15th and 16th with Glyn Jones, Paul Hurley, Fraser Geraghty and Adam Morgan occupying the final spot on that grid. So how are we all feeling, folks? Are we ready? Are we steady? I want to see plenty of flashing on that grid as well. I know they're watching right now. They shouldn't even have to hide it. Flash your hearts out.
I guess I'm in danger.
But here we
Can
go.
I say sorry now?
We have 2 cars left to grid, but we still have a good 40
Anytime.
seconds left. Let's have a look at the blimp and maybe look at that review just
Good luck,
there.
mate.
Full house
Yeah,
in
good
the
luck.
stands by the looks of it. So Fernandez versus Johansson. Who is your money on? Or do you think that we're going to see the likes of Vlad and Anton possibly battling here and taking the first place from them? It's 5 lights and we are off. And a horrible start from Johansson as we go into the first corner. Vlad actually taking the outside line just there. Fernandez is going to have the inside line, and there's a big spin at the back there, and that looks like it's Shishnikov. That is Shishnikov. Great qualifying session, but not able to keep it going through here. It's Fernandez in the lead at the moment. We're going 3 wide potentially. Look at that gaggle of TCR back there. This is, I have a feeling this is not going to go well at all. But they straighten themselves out as Kev Aylitz, Schneiderlin, and there's so much fighting going on behind. No cars going off into the wall though behind, and everybody sorts themselves out. But we're going to go back to, I was about to say, this fight for the lead at the moment, but Fernandez already a second away and flashing out uncontrollably. Let's just hope that they don't get kicked from the session, or else this is going to turn into a mad sprint to the line a little bit further back. Got a gaggle of cars about to hit the toe of the boot. Where's the GOAT Collard this week? I don't know. Probably still recovering from Brands Hatch, in all honesty. Here we go. We've got a few fights going on in front as well. Johansson getting a spot above her from De Jong behind. The fixed race winner Hauger managing to overtake as well and take one of those spots. There's more fighting going on towards the back. It's Fraser Garrity, Jamie Wilson, Shikov and Morgan all fighting each other as well. And I tell you what, giving each other plenty of space as they fight their way through. But as we go to the penultimate corner, Kawahadi nearly having a dive attempt just there from Williams. Manages to hold back in the end, and what a sound just there. Pole is overrated from Frazzles. Up 1 position in 18th at the moment though, so a climb's a climb, right? Kim Borkland at the moment with a meatball flag. Jamie Wilson getting an overtake done on there and Adam Morgan, but the overtake is not done yet. They will be carrying on all the way up the hill. Let's get on board with Fraser Garrity at the moment. If any incidents happen in front, then Fraser will no doubt be able to show us some experts. We can look to the right, we can look to the left as well, but is in front to see if any moves are being made in front. No smoke. Looks like there is going to be a 2 wide into the bus stop, but no major incidents. Fraser taking it safe just in case any evasive maneuvers need making, but keeps it on the track, and sometimes that's half the battle. Back in front, Tom Hardy leading out from Carl Hardy and Benji Williams. Close battle going through there, as well as Paul Hurley having to keep Konstantin Shikov behind. Shikov trying their best to get themselves through. Daniel Fernandez is up and away at the moment. Nearly 2 seconds in front of this battle for second place between Vladislav and Gordon. Just behind him, you got RDJ, Ronald de Jong and David Johansson. Johansson setting the quickest sector 1, by the way. So Johansson taking a couple of laps to get those tyres warmed up, but expect a full frontal assault from them on the drivers in front at some point this race. You can bet your coin on that. And look, I tell you what, as much as we're saying about Johansson having a full frontal, what a noise, assault on everyone in front, RDJ in your picture right now is not getting lost in this battle right now, and he's actually in the perfect position. Probably takes a little bit too much of the apex there, sends him out wide, but doesn't look like it's enough for an off track, so they survive on that one. At the moment it is an all Audi top 6 we'll be having a quick look at what happened earlier to Shishonkov and Borkland earlier, but Johansson having a look to see if there's any opportunity for a move here, and not yet is the answer to that. There's a few moves going on a bit further behind. Now quickly on board the POV of Paul Hurley.
Yeah, well done, mate. It's good.
Have a quick look what happened with that
Glad you
pass
pulled
there.
that,
It's Carl Hardy on your inside, Tom Woodcock on the left,
though. Got to get it
and
in first, though, isn't he?
inappropriate jokes on the broadcast, but good pass from Carl. Space given by Tom. I think that
Sorry, Tom.
was that your mum jokes on a TCR Strength of Field broadcast? Man, I feel like I've been transported to 2006. But anyway, back to the action. Carl Hardy at the moment with a train running behind him at the moment. No, not like that. Calm your dirty little minds down. It's going to make it interesting leading up to the bus stop on the next lap. Augustin the Sausage Fernandez still your leader with this four-way battle now for second place. Eurolakin in sixth place, just doing what they can to keep up. Benji Williams is now up the back of Tom Woodcock. Doesn't have a particularly great last corner there though. Paul, good to see you in the Twitch chat. Hope you're good, hope you are well. So we go into turn number 1. Let's get to the blimp and see what everyone else is seeing at the moment. You might be able to see at the bottom of your screens the leaders making their way, getting away from this rabble just here, going up the S's. Blimp's going to be in a perfect place for a sweet camera view into the bus stop. And I'll tell you what,
I'll push you, don't worry.
Tom Woodcock actually pushing Carl Hardy right now, but at the moment the third car behind them, Williams, now with an opportunity, and Asboff nearly goes into the back of Williams. Williams is going to get a lot of momentum through there, has to cut across, and Schneider behind has a bit of a slowdown. It's a two-way battle behind as Asboff is going to get past Schneider there. Schneider has the inside, and it looks like Schneider, even with the slowdown, is fighting, forcing Tamas out wide, still has the slowdown going at this moment in time. I mean, if you have a slowdown, it's your slowdown to take, nobody else's, so Tamas might feel a bit grieved by that one, but oh, someone mowing grass behind. That's Konstantin right now chasing down Paul Hurley. Konstantin's going to have that inside line perhaps. No, tucks in at the last moment. Paul Hurley keeping the position, defending for now, but look how close those Audis are right now. Expect this to go another couple of corners before some sort of move is going to be made by Konstantin. I can feel it in my fingers, feel it in my toes. Or is it bones? I'll have to ring Mick up for that one. I don't know what the actual lyrics to that one is. But lap number 5 even, is underway. Paul Hurley defending that inside line is going to go across. If I was Konstantin right now, I would be getting as wide as possible and getting the run of my life out of that corner. And he does. That's going to be a bit of an off track there, but he won't mind too much because it's not a slowdown. Going up through the S's. There's a big move potentially here with Johansson. Alga's going to be taking that inside. And Johansson's not going to get through, but I'm going to quickly go back up here. Paul Hurley. And Konstantin's going to have the inside line. Gordon Hauger, by the way, has a slowdown. Whilst they're still sorting that one out, let's see what happens here. And Johansson gets through and now has clear track in front. But Gordon, after we saw their efforts in the fixed race, they are not going to let that one slide. But Vlad, who had a nice little cushion to the battle going on behind, now has to start looking over his shoulder now, surely. Already from a second down to 0.83 of a second. It is going to get close there. Speaking of close, Ronald de Jong taking advantage of the situation. 2 tenths behind Gordon right now, getting closer, but even closer yet is Benji Williams on Tom Woodcock. Could be an opportunity for a pass here, but he's going to tuck in and let it just then it all happened naturally. Behind Constantine, slowing down a little bit earlier into corners to give themselves a bigger exit out of the corners, and it is nearly providing them with a position past Paul, but Paul's fantastic at defending for the level that they're, or the part of the field even, sorry, that came out completely wrong, for the part of the field that they're currently battling for. Oh, and Fernandez nearly getting a disconnect, and Fernandez, oh, and the leader's in trouble connection-wise. Got to be really careful here. If that happens too much, it could transport him back to the pits. On board with Ronald de Jong right now is fighting tooth and knuckle. I don't think that's the right two words to use, that one. Tooth and collar, tooth and... Anyway, de Jong trying to catch the slipstream of Gordon just here, but Gordon does have the slipstream of Johansson, who is now cut down half a second between themselves and Vlad. There's another fight going on behind, and that is Tom Woodcock and Kyle Hardy swapping positions in front of who we have the camera on right now, Benji Williams. Just behind, Thomas Asboff getting a massive run out of that corner, and the Lumen machinery car here having to choose the inside. Until Tamas is going to have a late apex here, which is going to give them even more of a move here, and Shikov has got past Hurley. We will have a look at that move very, very shortly. But Schneider taking a late apex through that corner, and they're going to get themselves through. But you're having a look how close everybody in the times is right now. Let's have a quick look at how Shikov got past Paul Hurley. It was on the outer loop. This is the fixed race. Sorry, this is the open race even. Fix happened a little bit earlier, and Paul Hurley pinched a little bit. It was a little bit of a dive on the inside, but the space was there to do it. And Paul gives him the space, goes for a late apex to try and catch him back up into the following corner, but the Audi is just made too much ground just there and gets the move done. Good pass. At the moment, Schneider still, oh, and a bit of a whack against the wall just there with the Hungarian, Tamas Asboff right behind. Ms. Morales, by the way, how are we doing on the YouTube chat? Hope you're good, hope you are well. We are 12 minutes into the open race. Fernandez in the lead with a 4-second lead over these two right here, who are now close as ever, and Johansson is going to stick a wheel on the inside. It's enough to get side by side, and he gets the move done. That's a brave pass, but brilliantly done. Not a lot of space at all for that one, and that is Johansson up to second place. Meanwhile, Fraser Garrity and Anton, now another slowdown. We haven't had an opportunity, even tongue-tied here, to see what happened with that instant right start there. But Fraser defending there. You can't really put two into the bus stop, so the fact they were able to get anything in there at all is a minor miracle. Let's have a look at David's pass on Vladislav right here. The amount of tow that David gets here. And he's got a nose on the inside. There's a little bit of... I'm surprised that's not a slowdown for David. He's timed that and positioned that just right to get through. And it is going to be Johansson versus Fernandez for the final 7 minutes. But is it a little too late? Nearly a 5-second gap between them both at the moment. Battle meanwhile for 7th place, Woodcock leading away from Hardy and Williams, and we've got a couple of cars behind them still in case there's any mistakes or two wides made. Currently Fernandez just getting further and further away from Johansson, even with clear air in front of Johansson. Is not quite getting as close as he perhaps wants to be right now. As we saw from the fixed race, it's not over until it's over, and still plenty of battles could be going ahead right now. I feel Woodcock versus Hardy is going to be one that transcends this race and goes straight into the BSTV race at Watkins Glen tomorrow. Both carrying so much pace right now this season in that Pro-Am Championship. Meanwhile, Fraser Geraghty this time with a slowdown, and Fraser going off track. Let's have a quick look what happened here. It's telling me here it could be something to do with Anton. I wonder if Anton returned the favour here. Anton having the inside line this time. Goes to the inside, and Fraser a little... Ooh, Fraser backs out of that one in the end as to not spin Anton out. Saves it. It's better to be safe in a position behind than off into the wall and losing it all. Yeah. I'm a poet, and I didn't even know it. Carl Hardy right now, though, gaining massively on Tom Woodcock. We go into 2 corners left of this lap in particular. Let's get in the cockpit view of... No, in fact, let's have a look what the gearbox looks like right now for Tom Woodcock. Carl Hardy's going to be getting closer and closer and closer and closer. At the moment, the gap stands at just over 0.3 of a second. But if Carl gets a really good exit out of here, I'll tell you what, I think Carl actually managed to get a bit more of an apex through there. Nearly 0.4 back, but look at that timing tower right now. The slipstream is taking effect, and Carl is getting closer. I don't know by how much it's going to be, though. This is one of the closer battles on the field, but I'll tell you what, Gordon Howard is catching up to Vlad in 3rd place. Depending on how Woodcock's bus stop goes here, though. Oh, that was heavy from whoever was behind Carl Hardy. It was Williams. And yes, Williams gets a slowdown for their efforts through that last bus stop chicane. Now, Schneider behind him still took the racing line of there. Oh, and that's another one for Fraser Geraghty again. But this is good practice for the Wednesday league sessions. But as I was saying, Schneider did take their slowdown on the racing line with cars around them, so looks like Williams managed to get it slowed down before any battles could have took place anyway. But the fight goes on for 7th place. Let's have a quick look, see what's going on right now for that battle for 3rd. It's over half a second at the moment. Biggest winner so far in this race would be up 6 places. Tom Woodcock hoping to 7th, up 6. At the moment, having to pick up the pieces is Anton just here, car number 15, down 14 places after a brilliant qualifying session. I think now we're going to have an opportunity as we hit 17.5 minutes to see exactly what happened at the start. So going into turn number 1, Anton with a terrible start, and I don't think they'll mind me saying that, and so that's a difficult one. Car number 10 would have got a call that they were 3 wide. 15 wouldn't have got that same call, so they'd probably take the same line as if they were going into it 2 wide, and there's another spin just there. So we have an opportunity to see what happened with Kim Andre as well. At 2nd place, Daniel Johansson has a slowdown, but we'll get back to that shortly. Car number 3 in the middle of your screen there, just cutting across the number 9 slightly and giving their back end a huge smack and spinning in the middle. Luckily, unfortunately for themselves and everybody else, nobody else getting involved with that one. Johansson, after serving their slowdown, keeps their 2nd place, but it is still so close here. And I don't know if there's certain pastries in the back of Tom Woodcock's car right now, but Carl Hardy is gunning for the back of that car, getting closer and closer as if there's Frey Bentos on display. We could be in for a move here. Carl has a quick peekaboo, but without the boo, tucks in behind. And the race carries on there. Meanwhile, just behind them, it is just as close. You have Benji Williams just in front of Tamás Asboff and Molt Schneider as well. All of them not fighting to get higher up into the top 10. That is the battle for 9th at the moment. Kev Aylett with a bit more space behind him between the cars, so can probably relax a little bit more than what Jura Larkkinen. Oh, and wait, Jura Larkkinen? Oh, no, they're not really quick enough for that one. Jura's quite far away. Daniel Johansson, though, behind Daniel Fernandez. And these lot seem to have spaced each other out quite nicely. We'll have a look going into the bus stop. There's a very close battle happening behind, but I'm just having a quick look. Vlad gaining a 10th, but nothing's going to happen here. Meanwhile, something could be happening here. Any last-ditch moves there? Tamás defends that inside. I don't think it's going to be... It is enough! Whoa, Tamás! Out of nowhere, but he gets a slowdown for his efforts. He cuts the corner too much. And Tamás is going to have to give that space back. Gets pushed out the way there by Williams. Williams just like, no, you're not going to serve that there. And that's opened up for Schneider to take that inside, and now suddenly we've got a three-way triple threat. All of this for 9th place at the moment. And I'll tell you what, Schneider may have got away with that. And Tamás looking for the up and under. It's nearly enough for a bit of a spin there, but both cars managed to give each other space at the end. The Audi number 11, and this is absolutely perfect for Schneider, who's going to be loving the fact that these two are fighting behind. 11 probably looking for another up and under here. They're going to have the outside of the next corner, unfortunately. But it could be enough to put Tamás off, and watch this space for number 11. There's a bit of flashing just as Fernandez is going to go across the line. Daniel Fernandez is going to get the win with Dale Johansson getting second and Vlad in third. But we're going to quickly jump back to this battle shortly to see if anyone's going to end up going into the wall.
Well done, Tom.
And a little tap of the wall, but they managed to keep it going on the track. There's another mini battle at the back here as well.
Good race, Constantine. Good race, Jamie.
And there we go. But Fernandez is your winner. Johansson's going to get second place there. Some big battling towards the end. I do say to people all the while, if you have a slowdown, it is your responsibility to serve it, not anybody else's. But this is the officials with a bit more of a Wild West attitude. We can't control what you do on the officials, but just remember, if you make the top split at this time every Tuesday, you will very likely be featured on camera at some point. But what a race that was. Still got a few on the circuit driving around. That's really nice livery. Kim gets past the line. That'll be a race for Kim to forget there for absolute sure. Jamie Wilson will be driving it back slowly to the pits. As he does that, we'll go through the classification of the race. Daniel Fernandez gets first place with David Johansson and Vladislav Zarnacheski on the podium. Gordon Hauger, your fixed race winner, gets fourth place with Ronald de Jong behind. Ronald de Jong having to hold off his teammate Jure Larkkinen in 5th and 6th respectively. 7th place is when the fun began. Tom Woodcock and Carl Hardy trading places throughout the race, but the Woodcock comes out hard on top. I could have worded that so much better, but don't worry about it. The sensors will sort that one out past the watershed. Marty Schneider in a three-way battle with Tamás Asboff and Benji Williams 9th, 10th and 11th, and Glyn Jones in 12th, 11th, sorry, with, yeah, no, it was 12th, sorry, the contrast of the numbers there is driving my eyes crazy. Kev Aylett in 13th place, Konstantin and Paul Hurley finished their epic battle in 15th and 14th, Jamie Wilson gets the 16th with Anton Shishnikov in 17th, Adam Morgan in 18th with Fraser Geraghty in 19th, and then in the last place, 20th, Kim Andre Borkland, which last place Kim Andre, you will not hear that very often at all. Usually in SRL, up there or getting the race wins. Right, let's have a quick look at some of the incidents on that one. I've got here Fernandez crashing at the beginning, but that's not quite what happened. We will, however, have a quick look at exactly what happened with Anton's incident. I'm just trying to look for Anton right now. Do you want to play the... You're more than welcome to play the incident if you want. I don't mind. Honestly, technical difficulties. You want to play it now? Here we go. So Anton started on row number 2, 4th place. Not the greatest of starts, it was good, but everyone else's was much better. Getting swamped as we go towards turn number 1. Carl in the middle getting a 3 wide call there, but 15th, car number 15 obviously being a little bit more in front. Would have just got a 2 wide, so they turn in a little bit tighter. Unfortunately for them, it resulted in a spin just there. Meanwhile, Kim Borkland going into their corner as well. Just cutting in a little bit too much. The number 9 had their inside line just there. Very luckily for Kim, nobody else involved in that incident. A little bit later, we got a few people going off track, then coming back on. I think this is just going to be the case of Tamas just giving it a bit too much welly on the exit and just going off the track. Here it is. And Woodcock as well, going off the track. I'm getting a couple of passes just here, so this is going to be a major talking point for these three. Tamas in the middle just there. Early braking from McLaren side. Tamas having to take the inside there to get through. They get a slowdown. They serve it on the inside. But the car behind does brake after a little bit of initial contact is made. And a lot of light flashing going on. A lot of fierce fighting going on between all three cars. But in the end, the looming car gets a position ahead of these two. And ends up walking away 5 places up in 9th place. Right, that was brilliant stuff. Massive congratulations to Gordon for the fixed win, to Augustin Fernandez for the open. Let's quickly go over the results of the other splits as well, because there was multiple splits for this Watkins Glen race. I'm just having a quick look. Started at 20:45. Looks like we had 3 full splits of 20. So the strength of field for the top split just there. Nearly 4K strength of field, 3.9. Obviously won by Augustin Fernandez. Winner of split number 2 was Jan Serebransky. Congratulations to them. A 7-second lead over the three-way close one within a second, actually. A second and a half. Audi Payne, Teddy Legendre and Chris Thompson. Then the bottom split, 1K strength of field. Win on that one went to, once again, Julian Riche. Or Riche. You'll have to let me know how that one's pronounced there. Simon behind by 3.5 seconds. But some brilliant racing there. Fantastic. Thank you to everybody who's jumped into all the splits today. Appreciated you all being here. If you haven't already, get over to the YouTube side. Put a thumbs up on this stream. Check out the track guide of Watkins Glen. It's a nice basic one, but has both dry and wet laps in. Next week we are at Snetterton 300. There is a around 30% chance of rain at Snetterton 300 on the fixed race. Elantra lovers, rise up you have a chance to get a really good win up over the Audis for next week. But on the Twitch side, let's get a few more links in there as well. If you even semi-enjoyed the commentary that you had tonight, make sure that you check me out with Pete Bingham tomorrow on the Backfire Simsport TV channel. A lot of these channels and leaks that I'm going to give to you now are in the video description underneath if you are on YouTube. If not, there's plenty of links coming up into the Twitch chat now. Friday night SRL, get yourselves in on that one as well. The league's full for this season, I think, at the moment, but it's best to get yourself in ready to also, as well as watching the broadcasts. It's a great community in there, but give yourself a chance to getting into the first come first serve of the following season. If you're not from Europe and you're more North and South America and want a league or community to get involved with there, I suggest ATC every Monday evenings, though for a slot in Europe, if you're night owls, it'll be Tuesday mornings. League races happen there. Brilliant organisation, brilliant video packages, great community, and just a great place for TCR and other racing as well. Get to ATC up there. On Sunday nights, there is a free Sunday TCR League racing with Porsche and Formula Ford support racing before the main events. So get yourselves in on there. I'm putting that in the YouTube side as well because it's not in my video description below. And then finally, the TCR cord. The #1 resource to everything iRacing TCR. It is an essential Discord to join. Get your team to join it, get your friends to join it. If you're in a random session with people in TCR in the practice or at the end of a race, I say at the end of the race because I don't want people spamming the Discord link at the start of racing. At the end of the race, stick the Discord in there. Let's get as many people in it as possible. And what we have here at the moment for the European Strength of Field races, let's try and get something organised for North and South America. Let's get something organised for Asia. Let's get something organised for Oceania as well. The more, the merrier. Payne, great broadcast. Thanks, Jay. You're welcome. Thank you so much for jumping in and getting yourself involved in the races as well. But right, we are going to finish there. Everybody in the Twitch and YouTube chat right now, say goodbye to YouTube. Quickly get that stream ended now. Feel free if you've raced tonight and you want to see how you did in the broadcast, feel free to watch the whole thing through. I will put timestamps in the comment section afterwards as to what time all the races are just then. Alright, let's get this finished on the YouTube side. Bye YouTube, deuces. But brilliant, we had